everyone. Steve and Chris here. Thanks for checking out episode of 11 of the Steve and the Hood Present Boston Sports Podcast. You can find us on Stitcher, or you can find us on iTunes. You can find us on Google Play. And now you can also find us on iHeartRadio. Also find us on Facebook at Die Hard Boston Sports Fans. Chris, where can they find you on Twitter?
Christopher 420.
You can find me on Twitter at We Play for Titles and the company one, Die Hard Boss Fans. So go ahead and jump right into it, Chris. Big news coming out of Red Sox Nation this morning. John Farrell fired as being the manager of the Red Sox. I know we've been talking about it for a little bit now, and at least me, I thought it was time for a change just from stuff that happened during the season, etc. How do you feel about the move?
Kind of, in a way, shocked, and another way, not. It's a weird situation. I mean, he's been somewhat successful since he's been here. I mean, it's been live or die by the sword, either first place or last, but anywhere outside of Boston, I don't think he loses his job, to be honest with you, other than like maybe New York. But definitely a smaller market, there's no way he loses his job with that record. I think ultimately he wasn't Dave's guy in the end. I mean, I'm curious as hell what that question was that he asked him. I mean, he said in his press conference he asked him one question, and that was pretty much the gist of it. I would really love to know what that question was. I mean, we're never going to know. We'll never know what that question was, but what are you going to do? On to the next. I guess is the only way you can do it. I mean, to me, the person who I think's going to ultimately win the job is one of Dave's guys. Osmus, I think, is going to be the person you find out who gets the job.
Yeah.
I think it's his guy. He's brought him into Detroit before. He wants his people around. I'm kind of surprised that the front office agreed with him in a way, because they really did like Farrell. But I just think maybe there's some sort of a rift going on, behind the scenes with the two that never really came to light with Dombrowski and Farrell.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. Like you said, I mean, it's definitely not Dave's guy. There was a lot of speculation when Dave came in if he was going to keep Farrell on or not, and they ended up keeping him.
And I mean, not only that, no matter who they have, it still comes down to the players. We can sit here and bitch and moan about Farrell till the cows come home, but the players still have to perform. And I think you need a slight overhaul with players, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly.
Yep.
Who exactly goes? Who do they bring in? Anyone's guess.
Right.
But,
yeah, I mean, a lot of the young guys aren't really getting it done in the postseason.
To me, I know he's been the heart and soul of the Red Sox team for quite a while now, aside from Ortiz. But you got to do something about Pedroia, I think. His best days are clearly behind him. Yeah, he's battled injuries, but he did a lot of punk moves this year that really pissed me off. The whole Baltimore incident, it's not me, it's them. That's not being a leader.
Right.
I mean, he's pretty much threw his whole team on the bus, and then he embarrassed Eck. Eck's a Hall of Famer. I mean, Pedroia, in his heyday, great player. Hall of Famer? No. Not in my eyes, anyways. I don't think he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Do you?
No way. No, I mean, He's 34. He's got a bad contract, bad knee.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and some people are saying he could miss all of next season or a good chunk of it. So what are you going to do? I mean, with that contract that he has, like you said, that's an abyss at the moment.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to pay him all that money to be a part-time player? Because I think that's what he is right now. going forward.
I wonder if he could end up being like a throw-in as part of a bigger trade.
Right. I mean, you can forget 162 from Pedroia. That's not happening. No way is that going to happen. I mean, he's pretty much good for, 100 at this point?
Yeah, maybe, depending on how bad the knee is.
That's just it. Dombrowski said today that he went to New York to get looked at, and he's got another one coming in Boston, I believe, tomorrow. Then they're going to decide on what the best action is going to be for him. Frankly, I'd rather see the guy just retire. I mean, he hasn't produced in the playoffs in 2007, maybe.
Yeah, he had that really one good year in the postseason, but other than that, no, not really.
I mean, he hit a ball for him that was fairly hard the other day. That was just like a routine fly ball to left field. Back years ago, that's either gone or that's off the wall easy. And he just doesn't have it. He just doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah, it just didn't carry. The swing was there, just didn't carry at all. You're like, wow.
I mean, that series in general was so frustrating. I mean, Houston was the better team, but I still think that was a 5-game series going into it.
Yeah, I mean, that series, it's kind of a microcosm of the whole season. Very up and down all year, inconsistent. Either the offense was really going and the defense, the pitching was sucking, or vice versa.
Right. If you'd have sat there and told me that David Price essentially was going to be your best pitcher in the postseason, you know what I would have said to you.
Right. I still think, like with him, if there's a way that they could get rid of him, I would do it.
Who, Price?
Yeah.
I would too, but I mean, did he earn another year from his performance? That's the
I don't know.
question.
I mean, there's still questions about his arm.
Right. Well, I mean, to me, he pitched better than expected, for sure. Who would have thought that, Chris Sale would have been a disaster game 1? Pomeranz gets light up game 2. I mean, they left Sale in 1 inning too long. You traded for Addison Reed, right? He was supposed to be your 8th inning man, right? That's what you traded for him for.
Yeah.
So why wasn't he in there in the 8th? And you definitely didn't expect Kimbrel to, fall apart like that. And how big was the hit how big was the hit from Beltran that gave them that extra insurance run?
Oh, that was huge.
Mean, if that doesn't happen, Devers ties it up. Just too many missed opportunities. They had the bases loaded that game with no outs, and they didn't deliver. That's the bottom line. When it comes right down to it.
Farrell got kicked out.
Well, I mean, that was a quick toss out, in my opinion. Farrell pretty much saved Pedroia's ass, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder what Farrell said, because he's like, well, I didn't argue balls and strikes. I didn't really scream at him. So, like you said, it's almost like that guy just had a quick hook.
Exactly. That's what it looked like to me. It's like, okay, you're out of here, bye.
And that ump's known for that, too. That ump, he's specifically known for that crap.
In a playoff game of that magnitude, you got to go with Farrell on that. I mean, to get tossed that quick like that, it's kind of bush league. Sometimes what irritates me is these umpires want to make it about them, or they somehow make it about them from calls, whatever the case may be. And it's not about them. An umpire or a referee shouldn't indicate how the game goes, but they clearly do 9 out of 10 times. Something's going to get done. There's no accountability with these refs, umpires, any of them. They just got a free pass all the time.
Right. Oh, no doubt about it.
Change there.
Yeah. Well, it's been going that way for like 10 years.
At least.
All these younger umpires coming in. Like, nobody came, like you said, nobody came to watch them.
Exactly. And, something's going to get done about the whole situation with them, because even in the Red Sox, they get hosed by calls, but it works the other way around, too. There's never no consistency, ever. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens, but hot stove's going to be awful interesting this winter.
Yeah. Yep, no doubt about it.
Who do you think is going to ultimately land the job?
I like Cora. Alex
Right.
Cora.
He seems to be the hot name that's going around right now.
One guy I heard earlier that no one has mentioned is Gabe Kapler.
Wow. Can you imagine that?
He doesn't have any major league managerial experience, but he's coached in the minors.
Do they go there? I mean, that's just it. I mean, there's clearly a short list, clearly. I mean, he pretty much said that today.
I mean, gun to my head, who do I want? I want them to go talk to Arizona and get Lovolo back.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
You know?
I don't...
Hey.
Could you imagine that?
Give him a pick or something. I really, that's...
They probably would hate the phone upon you if you called up. You'd have to, offer them to someone crazy.
Right? But yeah, I mean, that's what that pissed me off when they let him go to bring Farrell back. I said it from them. I'm like, that's the wrong move.
Right. And I mean, I'm going with Osmus still. I mean, he's a New England native. He grew up loving the Red Sox. That's his dream job. And I think what the team really needs is someone, frankly, that's going to kick their asses.
Right.
And I think he's the guy who would do that. Whether they respond, I don't know. I mean, this is the 2017, players. This isn't the 1990s.
Right. Yeah, they definitely need mentality. Culture change for sure. The whining from the players to caring too much about what the media says about them. All that kind of crap, that has to go.
Accountability, that's what needs to happen from top to bottom.
Yep, so
stay tuned.
Yeah, before we move on to the Patriots, go grab some of our merchandise at the Postal Center USA in Lee, New Hampshire. Go talk to Eli. He's the owner of that place. He'll hook you guys up. He's actually now, if you call him, he'll actually ship it out to you as well for about $4.25 each. So give him a call. Again, Postal Center, Lee, New Hampshire. Ask for Eli. Also, check out our site, www.diehardbostonsportsfans.com. We got some new merchandise on there as well. So let's go ahead and jump on the Patriots. They had that short week against the Bucs. I mean, it wasn't perfect. Brady's still getting his ass kicked. We got to change that in a hurry before he's down for the count. Defense, in my opinion, played better than they have been all season. Winston did miss some throws, and of course he did because he's my fantasy quarterback, but that's another story. They had a couple of drops in there, and Gilmore seemed to play better. He was basically shadowing Evans most of the night. So it was good to see him play better. How did you think of that game and, defense specifically?
A little better. Yeah. Honestly, I think Tampa blew it more than the Patriots won it, but I'll take the W. Right. I mean, if that kicker doesn't go off the rails, they lose the game. I mean, if you really want to get down to it, yes, it was better. It wasn't good enough.
No, definitely not good enough. No.
I mean, it's very frustrating. And now they got the Jets. I mean, they should walk away from the Jets. But there's anyone who knows when the Jets played New England, aside from last year, that's their Super Bowl. So expect like a 2-3 point game. It's just the way it seems to work out.
Yeah, it is down there, though. So for at least this year, they're playing better on the road this year. I don't know. There must be something to the field surface at Gillette's sucking.
Well, I think, again, you have injuries with the team, so they're not completely gelling all the way. Offensively, they're still there. I mean, they're starting to make strides. Hogan and Amendola, they got chemistry obviously going with Brady. Helps go around the corner with Mitchell when he comes back, I believe, after week 8. So it's going to be a work in progress. I think ultimately they're going to be okay, though.
Yeah. Yeah, Nick Solder, if he's just going to be a turnstile, get him the hell out. He's been dreadful.
He's been bad. And
yeah. Cannon, I think he's hurt. He hasn't been as good as he was last year.
Well, Soldier missed all of camp, didn't he?
Yeah.
Basically.
I mean, if he's that hurt, get him out. I mean, you're going to get Brady killed.
And it's on that left side, too, where his shoulder is.
Right.
So, look out. Did you hear about that guy from the Jets who was talking about sending a fruit basket to the Patriots over Ely?
Wow.
That really makes me mad, because I was one of the guys who was like super hyped about him coming to the Patriots. He does nothing, works his way outside of New England, and now he's performing with the Jets. Go figure.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different defense. I think he's had one decent game for them, right, with like four pass blocks, but
yeah, something like that. But I think it comes down to what I've been saying for years. Not everyone can play in New England. It's just the way it goes.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
and that goes with all of them, all the teams.
Yeah, you got to fit. Definitely.
Exactly. And like Alan Branch, he's been invisible. I mean, what the hell's going on with him?
I don't know. He was hurt for a while. Now he seems like he's in the doghouse.
Right. David Harris, where the hell has he been? I mean, it's frustrating to get all these people, and you're like, oh, great, this is going to be a great team. It still has the potential to, but who the hell knows what's going on right now? Because I'm lost.
Yeah, I'm lost with that, too, with Harris. I remember we were pretty stoked the day they signed him. We were like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, oh, wow, him and Hightower are going to be good together.
Yeah.
And I think, and to me, no more putting Hightower on the line. Get him back to where he's supposed to play. Hightower is the heart of that defense.
Yeah.
I mean, no more of this edge play from you. Get right back to in the middle or outside linebacker, wherever you want to put him. But he needs to be back in his old spot.
Oh, yeah.
The brightest spot right now for me on that defense is Flowers. He's doing everything that's been asked of him. He's dropping in coverage. He's rushing. He's doing his thing. So that's what I want to see from him.
Yeah, you got to cut down on the penalties, too. Wise has been pretty good, but he's had a couple of stupid penalties. Got to get rid of that crap.
He's going to get all the rookie stuff, but he's going to be a baller, too, so I'm not too concerned about him yet.
No, yeah, him and Flowers are quite the combo.
Definitely.
Just,
so we'll see what
defense, just get better a little bit each week, so you're peaking in December and January.
Well, exactly. That's just it. Get the crap play out of the way early and be ready to go when it really counts.
Yeah, by then, Kansas City will come back to planet Earth, so...
You would think so. Now, Kelsey's, he's questionable, isn't he, with concussion situation?
Yeah, I mean, there's no way Alex Smith is playing like this all season.
No. But I think he's playing pissed off because they got the other guy, Mahomes, and, waited in the wings.
Right.
I mean, he did the same thing with Kaepernick. So, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Right now, Kansas City's they're it in the AFC, whether we like it or not.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't want to see them get a lot of injuries or anything.
I mean,
I'll
I'm going
be
to tell you
there.
right now that that's not a place you want to go play in the playoff game.
No, Jesus, no. Yeah, that's a
That is
tough
a
place to play.
frightening stadium to play in. You have to be mentally ready across the board, or you will get run out of the building. And you
Yeah,
know,
I
if
mean,
it comes down to what the Chiefs are at 5-0 now,
Yep.
so they essentially have to lose 3 for you to catch them.
Yeah.
Not good. Not good.
So, I don't know. Like I said, I think the Patriots will be there at the end. They'll get better each week. I'm not really worried about them.
So.
But on to the Celtics. Celtics finished 4-0 in the
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. One more point on the Patriots. They're going to get that offensive line in shape because you got some big boys coming down the line. You got Mack, you got Von Miller, and you got Joey Bosa coming. So you best get that line in order quick, or Brady's going to get rocked a lot more than he already is.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a good point. These, if Solder's that hurt, get him out. Get somebody else.
Do something. I just want to make that point before we moved on.
No, that's a good point. I mean, they're not going to go anywhere if the line doesn't get a little bit better. I know Brady seems to be holding it a little bit longer, but some of those plays, it's just, freaking bum rush to the quarterback.
Well, we both watched football over 30 years. We know where the game's won. It's in the trenches. So.
Yep. Absolutely.
Mr. Famine.
Yep. Yeah, Celtics 4-0 in the preseason. They won tonight. They beat Charlotte. They beat them, I believe it was 108 to 100. Tatum looks pretty good. Kyrie looks pretty good. Gordon looks decent. So I'm excited to see them play.
They're gelling. I mean, it's preseason, so I'm kind of trying to tamper a little bit.
Yeah.
But what I'm seeing right now, they're gelling a lot quicker than I realized. I realized, but they're gelling faster than I thought they would, I should say.
Yep.
And I'll tell you, the Rozier is just going off right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know we were talking.
Right. Anyways, if you sleep on the Celtics second unit, you're going to be in trouble. That might be a lot brighter spot than people are going to realize when push comes to shove. Just look out for that second unit. That's all I can tell people.
Right. No, I mean, he was pretty good in the playoffs last year, and to his credit, he seemed to get better over the summer. So
it's insane. I remember when they drafted him, I'm like, what in the hell are you doing? What are you drafting him for?
Yeah. Yeah, and Ainge talked him up like he was the next Jordan.
I know. It's like, what are you doing? What the hell's the matter with you? But now look at he's playing crazy. That team is going to be nasty. That Celtics team.
Yep. Yeah, and as far as like the gelling, the defense and defensive rebounding is, for me, is like a huge bright spot.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're doing all the right things early, the basic fundamentals. Another thing that I'm really impressed with the Celtics is their ball movement. They're really moving that ball around well, and they're buying in already in the preseason to an overall team defense. Not this, I'm not going to say they're like the title team with Garnett and them, because that was one of the best defensive teams ever assembled if you go by stats and all those other ratios and all that other fun crap.
Yeah,
but
right.
They're buying into the defense right now. So going forward, that's something to look forward to. They're going to be a juggernaut if they all stay healthy.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Game against the Cavs. Can't wait for it. LeBron's questionable now with his ankle injury. So, him. He's probably just playing it up for attention. He'll probably play.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's going to play. I mean, Cleveland as a whole, I don't know if I'm just seeing green at the moment, but I think the Celtics can beat them in a 7-game series. I still believe they can beat them. Because I don't think Rose obviously is not going to last a whole year. I mean, that's a foregone conclusion. He's going to get hurt. Wade,
there's a little turmoil too.
I mean, this isn't Dwayne Wade from Miami. I mean, that player's long gone.
Right.
I mean,
yeah. J.R. Smith is pissed off because Dwayne Wade's going to start over him. So keep an eye on that.
Well, remember, like I told you, my cousin has said in a conversation with me, it just seems like that's just going to go south.
Right.
Over there. I mean, you got Thomas now who just will not leave the whole situation alone. What happened with Ainge and getting traded. I get it. He's pissed off still, but he's like a jilted ex. I mean, let it go. It's business.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had it with this whole situation with him. Yes, you were a great player in Boston. You did what you had to do. But you messed up and you kept running your mouth about Brinkstruck. That clearly rubbed him the wrong way.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it.
The timing of the trade sucks for him. There's no getting around that. But it's like he just seems bitter that he's not there.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. He's definitely heard about the whole situation. But he does need to let it go. Focus on rehab. Focus on Cleveland. He was awesome here, like you said. Thank him for everything he's done. But now it just sounds like it's sour grapes almost. It's
right. And I mean,
crazy.
Is Crowder even talking as much as he... I haven't heard much come out of him, have you?
No, not much at all. No.
It's like almost he said the hell with it and just moved on. And I mean, he was traded on the day that his mom died. Jay Crowder. If anyone wants to be bitter and pissy about it, he's got a legitimate case about it.
That's insane.
I mean, and he's not really saying anything. So what's that tell you?
Yeah, I felt bad for him for that. That's just awful.
Oh yeah, I couldn't even imagine. You imagine that? Crazy.
Nah, I mean, that's such a kick in the pants.
But my overall thoughts on the Celtics is Game 7 against Cleveland. And my prediction is the Celtics going to pull away, and James is going to say the hell with it, and he's just going to tap out like he did last time. He's done it before. Why wouldn't he do it again?
Yeah, I think as far as regular season, I think they win 55 games. Right around there. No.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're going to be 70-win team, 60-win team. But if they gel quicker if they keep looking the way they are now and they gel faster than what we all predicted they would, look out. Because they will run away. They're going to run away in the division anyways.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Something to keep an eye on, too. Right at the trade deadline, if they're in really good shape, let's see if Ainge makes another move to add a key piece.
Yeah, exactly. Even just like a role guy.
Well, I mean, they could go get Cousins.
Don't do it to me.
They could. He's pretty sure after this coming year, he's a free agent, so that's a prime time spot to get moved.
Oh, boy. You're going to make me start sweating you talking that way. I don't think they want him, honestly. I mean, I think the Celtics are in a position they can get who the hell they feel like getting.
Yeah. But, that's just something to keep an eye on if they do something right around the deadline.
Yeah, true. You never know, but that's going to be a good team for sure.
Oh, definitely. Yep. You got anything else you want to cover on the Celtics?
Nah, I guess that's it. I'm pretty happy with them.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, a little bit on the Bruins. They're 1-1 on the young season. Pretty impressive win opening night for them against Nashville. Tuca did try to make it interesting there late in the third, and they gave up a couple power plays, the 5-on-3, when they were up 4-1 with like 3 minutes left. So they definitely tried to give it away. But that first night was a good win, and then Monday they forgot to get on the ice when they got destroyed by the Avs, 4-0, I believe it was. So they're back on the ice tonight against the Avs out in Colorado. Probably it just started a few minutes ago, so hopefully they do a better effort tonight.
Hopefully. I mean, there's going to be a lot of bumps in the road with that team. I mean, I don't have any expectations for them this year. I just want to see what the young guns can do.
Right. Yeah, me too.
Opening that, they look great.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I'm not going to sit there and say, they're a cup contender, because that's just crazy talk.
That's nuts.
I mean, some people are already getting pissy about it. It's like, calm down. It's game 2 or 3 now. Long way to go. I mean, they're probably a playoff team, but I mean, let's get real. They're not going to take the cup this year. It's just not going to happen.
No, I mean, I like
guys develop, and yeah, exactly. If you're going to win around, great. But just let the players develop and see what happens. I mean, they're still 3 to 4 years away, realistically.
Yeah, and the Bergeron injury is a little concerning.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's a blow. Backus, this situation is kind of crummy. Achari, that sucks for him, because I really like him. He's a tough fourth-line grinder. He hits you, he hits straight through you.
Yeah, he's out, 6 weeks or so with a broken finger. Backus has diverticulitis. They haven't really said Bergeron. Lower body.
No, just say it's getting closer.
Right.
But it is, I mean, if it's the playoffs, he's playing. I mean, that guy would play if he was on the stretcher. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Put on my skates.
Exactly. Guy is tough as nails, so for him not to be playing, it's going to be precautionary.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Early in the season. Yep.
I mean, at the moment, I don't really got a lot to talk about with the Bruins other than just let the youth develop.
Yep. Basically. No, I'm right there with you. Carlos, have him develop more in his second year. DeBrusque, all those young guys. McAvoy. Just got to get them minutes, if you will. Because they're going to make mistakes. Like you said, they're young kids. They're obviously going to screw up. They just got to learn from them.
You're going to have games where they look great, and you're going to have games that they look like on Monday. It's just the nature of the beast with, the youth movement. You got to take your lumps.
Yeah, I mean, too, Rask has to have a good year.
Oh, if he doesn't have a good year, you're not even making the playoffs.
Right. No, I mean, a lot of it depends on him, because with all the mistakes that are going to happen, he's going to have to play huge.
Oh, you ain't kidding.
Yeah. Hudobin, too. He's got to step up this year and be able to get Rask some time off.
Well, yeah, he's played an ungodly amount of time over the last few seasons, so he breaks down because he plays every night.
Right.
I mean, most people aren't going to give Rask his fair shake in town. It's just not going to happen. You have the people who like Rask, and then you have the people who are always going to have something to gripe about him. It doesn't matter. He could win 10 in a row. Game 11, lose 3-1, and you know what's going to happen. He's going to get ripped.
Right. Yeah, he's absolutely a lightning rod.
Oh, he sure is. People get pissy over him, that's for sure.
You got anything else you want to cover?
I would say that's about it for me tonight.
All right, so thanks everyone for checking out this episode, either tonight, tomorrow, whenever you check it out. find us now on iHeartRadio as of this week, Stitcher, Google Play Music, iTunes, Facebook, Diehard Boston Sports Fans, my Twitter. We play for titles and Diehard Boss fans. Where can we find you, Chris?
Chris the Hood 420.
Very good. And also, again, go check out our merchandise at Postal Center USA, Lee, New Hampshire. Talk to Eli. Also, get some of our new stuff on www.diehardbostonsportsfans.com. Thanks for listening.
See ya.